Good morning and welcome to a very blustery Perkins Garages for a Ford Fiesta ST line walk around video. Before we get started, if you are enjoying the Perkins Garages YouTube content, hit the subscribe button and never miss a minute of it ever again. This here is a frozen white Ford Fiesta ST line MHEV. That is a mild hybrid electrical vehicle. So the electrical side in tandem with the 1 litre EcoBoost engine produces 125 PS of power. That 125 PS is then transmitted through a 7-speed automatic gearbox. The vehicle itself is incredibly low mileage. We're under 100, excuse me, the wind is terrible. This vehicle is under 100 miles old, 84 miles on the clock I believe. I'll get you the exact number on the dash in a moment. The vehicle is registered on our 2023 registration, giving us Ford warranty until May 2026. So sit pretty and let me walk you around this lovely ST line Fiesta. So the first thing we're going to do is arrive at the near side front, and we're going to wake up the daytime runners using the remote central locking. So we have daytime running lamps which feature around the outside of the lamp, that bit that appears to be flashing in your video currently because the frequency in which my camera records at. These are the Ford LED headlights as well, as you can see there. So they're some of the best headlights on the market today. Coming down, we have front parking sensors trailing all the way around the front lip of the bumper. A little dull blacked out bit down there, that's part of the driver assistance pack, and I'll cover that once we're inside the vehicle. Moving our way around the vehicle, we get to the offside front wheel, which is a beautiful 17-inch alloy wheel with a silver painted brake calipers just behind. These wheels are fitted with Continental tyres as standard, and again, only doing 100 miles or so work. They're in perfect condition. Before we progress around the body, just look into the windscreen quickly. We have a sensor just there, that is for the automated lights. The sun goes down, the moon comes up, your lights come on. Equally, up in the top section there, we have a few more sensors. One's for the traffic speed sign recognition software, and we also have one for auto headlights and automatic rain sensing wipers. Back down to earth now on the front wing. Again, I'm sorry about the wind. ST line badging on both the near side and the off side. Making our way around the off side of the body, we can see your rear privacy glass in tandem with the frozen white colour. It really does look a nice colourway. So we're going to give you a condition of the body now, so we're going to start nice and high and we're going to shimmy our way down the vehicle, showing you every glorious body panel, like so. Then we can link that round to the offside rear wheel. So we've got rear discs on the back there, those of you who are interested. So we've got a parking sensor all the way around the rear bumper there. That suggests we have automated Ford Park Assist. So rear parking sensors in coordination with a high definition reversing camera. So got some nice parking aids on this Fiesta. Coming round to the near side now, we're going to give it the exact same treatment. So we're going to start up nice and high and shimmy the camera all the way along the vehicle. There at the near side rear, linking that round now, so you can see lovely, like a charcoal grey colour these wheels. Looks very nice indeed. Then we'll follow that to the near side front wheel. Good look at that whilst we're here too. Marvellous. So that is the outside done, the exterior. Now we can open up the tailgate and have a look inside the rear. So like ever on Fiesta, you've got the generously volumed boot, so it's actually like a little TARDIS. You would be surprised how big this actually is. Underneath the boot liner here, we can pull this on upwards, which exposes a space saver spare. Well, it's not actually a space saver. It's a mini. It's a 14-inch diameter, but it's actually a bigger space saver. Okay, with all the tools and jacks you need in there to change the spare wheel. Okay, so the interior on this lovely ST line is the ever faithful cloth interior. So we've got like a dark charcoal around the outside, a lighter grey in the middle, all defined by some gorgeous red stitching. ISO fixing seats on the near side rear and on the offside rears, and clip the kiddie seats in, keeping them nice and secure. Electric windows feature on every single door card, so that's 4 electric windows in total. Okay, I think it's about time I got out the window. I don't know how much of this you actually had to hear. Driver's door card, 4 electric windows and mirror controls. Just above it we have the interior next to the door handle. manually controlled driver's seat, and again we've got that lovely ST line pattern on the seats there as well. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You might hear a bit more distortion than you can already hear, so bear with me a second. Oh, blowing a gale, so apologies about that. Okay, now we're inside the vehicle, foot on the brake, click on the engine start stop button, and that will give us power to the vehicle. Okay, so the first port of call is telling you the mileage, which is 80.4 miles. It's just disappeared off the screen now. We'll come back to that in a second. Left hand side of the driver display there, we have your RPM times 1000. There we go, at the top there, 80.4 miles, so incredibly low mileage on this Fiesta. At the bottom of the screen, we have a temperature sensor, a coolant temperature sensor, and a fuel gauge. Being an automatic, we have a gear indicator there as well. At the top part, we have the digital driver display, so that includes obviously the mileage, the ambient air temperature. The bottom right, we have the traffic speed sign recognition that I mentioned earlier. So going through this menu and come all the way down to your settings. I think I've just gone past it, or driver assistance, and this is what I was referring. Where's my settings gone? My apologies, they're on the screen. Sorry, I look at too many vehicles. We'll come to that in a second. So driver assistance is on the sync module. As you can see, we've got a nice digital driver display, and we go through the different chip computers. There's the battery's just been off. It doesn't actually do 16 miles to the gallon, those of you who are interested. But yeah, nice driver display in front of you there. Right hand side, we have a speedo with kilometers an hour in the middle. Zooming out, we have adaptive cruise control on this vehicle, so the left hand side of the steering wheel is where all your cruise control and your adaptive cruise control buttons come in. So it's a nice ergonomic place to keep it, just on your thumb, so after a while you'll know exactly what every single button does, and it's fantastic for MPG. So if you're on a long run on a motorway, can't recommend cruise control enough. It'll maintain your revs, keeping it a nice efficient drive. So again, it is the adaptive, so you can control the distance to the vehicle in front of you. Below that cluster, we have a volume minus, volume plus, and a mute button. The right hand side of the steering wheel is the controls I was using to go through the driver display ahead of you, and we also have some phone connectivity such as voice command, pick up, decline, and previous and next song. Voice command is an interesting one, and it's always very useful on new vehicles. That's because it works in accordance with your sync module, which is this infotainment screen we're currently looking at. So this is fully supportive of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Please see the photographs for the Apple CarPlay, and it mirrors your iPhone or Android onto this screen here. There's so many advantages of it. It doesn't only charge your phone, but again, voice command. So when you're driving along, click the voice command and that will activate Siri, in my instance on an iPhone, and from there I can ask Siri to do a whole range of things: play music, set navigation, call home, take me home, anything you like, but it can do it hands-free. So it's a nice feature to have whilst you're driving along. This sync module features obviously your audio, so your radio, and that includes DAB, FM and Bluetooth audio. We have your phone in there as well. Again, this is for your Bluetooth. Navigation, so a really good forward navigation, nice and responsive, very easy to program your routes in there. So wait for the keypad to load. You want to come to Perkins, Charlie Mike, 776 Sierra Alpha, click search, couldn't be simpler. And afterwards, you can also have those directions appear on the screen in front of you. Coming out of there once more, we have a high definition reversing camera with proximity sensors to the right hand side of the screen. That is for the front and rear, so that'll give you an intermittent beep which will increase in frequency as you're getting closer to the object. Put it back into park now, raise the handbrake, and this is the screen for the self park assist. So this vehicle will quite literally park in to a parallel park in, a bay park in, and a parallel park out. So it's a lovely feature if you do struggle with your parking, buy a vehicle that will park for you. Exit out of there, and it comes back to your home screen like so. I mentioned earlier this vehicle has a driver assistance pack, and on Fiesta it's on the screen, and on my previous vehicle it's on the driver display in front of me. So we have things such as cruise control, adaptive cruise control. We have a speed limiter, where you can actually set to an intelligent speed limiter. So as it goes past the traffic signs, it will set your limiter in accordance to the traffic speed sign. We have a lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, so that's that little front radar out the front. Traffic sign recognition, rear view camera, wrong way alert, and driver alert as well. So some really crucial software on board to keep you nice and safe. Coming south of the screen now, we get down to your heating, ventilation controls. So that is fan speed to the left hand side, we have your temperature to the right hand side, we have different flows of vents in the middle, recirculation, air conditioning and rear demist. At the bottom we have 2 heated front seats which are three-way electronically controlled. We have a heated front screen and we also have a heated steering wheel. These 3 buttons are going to be lovely when the weather turns and it gets nice and cold. You keep your bum, hands and screen nice and warm. This is the control for this 7-speed automatic gearbox. Nice and simple, little unlock, toggle at the front there and put it down to your necessary drive gear. 12-volt socket and a USB-A either side of the gear selector. Down here we have a few different buttons. One there will turn on and off the parking sensors. That will turn the automated stop start on and off. We have a mode button, a traction control button and the self park button. If I was just to take your attention to the screen once more, we have a normal drive mode, an eco drive mode and a sport drive mode. So different driving styles and characteristics of the engine. So thank you very much for watching this short video. I hope I found it useful. I'm actually going to leave you panning to the black headlining, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, please call 01376 550 899. Speak to you soon.